Good day to you all. Thank you very much for taking a peek at this video. Just a few things. First of all, great to be back. Thanks for listening to the brand new episode of the flagship show. Been getting some great response from all of you out there, and I really appreciate it. So, getting back in the swing of things, trying to do weekly programs again. This hour-ish long format really helps get the show done a little bit quicker. There's only a few hours left in the vote. What I'm giving you the chance to do is to vote for the last score that you're going to hear on the show. Usually, and going forward, I'm going to pick 3 scores myself, and then I'm going to give you, the listener, the option of picking the 4th score. And I'm going to do all the votes on Twitter because the voting on Facebook is a little bonkers. So if you do have a Twitter account, check me out and check out for the voting section this week. Pick your favorite animated film out of the 4 selections I've given you on Twitter. But thirdly, and I forgot to announce this back in August, but we did get a podcast award nomination, a 2019 podcast award nomination in the music category. Again, thank you to everyone out there that voted for the program. It's now out of my hands. It's in the hands of the podcast awards jury, and they will pick who is the best music podcast out there. And hopefully we win this year. And if not, we will try again until we get that award. But hey, when they say that it's an honor to get nominated, this time it really is. And even last year as well, because it's you out there taking the time and the effort to register at the podcast awards and then, vote for me. So I appreciate the time that it takes to do such a thing. And lastly, I have a few other show ideas, maybe something around YouTube. It's an idea I have thought about for a while, and it's funny, I saw a notice at the rec center where my son goes to swim, and they said they had a book club. I've never joined a book club, but I always thought it was interesting to know that there's a group of people that have all read the same book, and then they then come together and talk about that book. So my idea was coming up with some sort of YouTube channel and coming up with a weekly suggestion of maybe a score that we could all listen to during the week. And I would evaluate it and then give it off to you, and then maybe either in the comments or through Twitter or through Facebook or whatever, you could listen to it and then maybe give your thoughts. And then on the next episode, I would read those thoughts, and then the next week we'd listen to another show. Just an idea I had. Also, there was another idea, and this one came from my wife, actually. She actually asked how many soundtracks I had, and it's an enormous amount. But she said, well, why don't you do a show and just play each and every soundtrack that you own? I mean, that would take me forever. But I thought, that's not a bad idea. It could be a continuing series going A through Z of my soundtrack collection. And I don't think I would play everything, but I think, again, just a quick review and maybe a track or two from each score might be something that you would be interested in. Let me know. Also, and this is something I've been thinking about for quite a while, and it's not something that I take lightly, because I don't want it to be a thing where I'm isolating an audience. And that is creating a Patreon account. And I've always thought that if there's a way that I can make a buck or two while doing this program, that would be fantastic. But I don't want it to come at the expense of this show not being free for everyone to listen to. So my idea would not include exclusive episodes or anything of that sort. Every show that I produce, everyone gets to hear, but I don't know what the tiers would be. And people have asked, how come you haven't created a Patreon? I don't know. And, if I could pay for my... Let me reword that. If you guys could pay for my my hosting every year, I mean, that helps. And if you feel that there's a value in the program, then, I'm not going to say no to a few bucks every month. If you think that's a good idea, let me know. And then let me know what type of tiers you'd be willing to subscribe to. And again, I am not going to make exclusive shows, although I might make the interactive episode or interactive portions of the episode, like maybe this voting for the fourth score that I play on each show, maybe that is only a Patreon thing. Or maybe we do an all request show every month, and if you've paid a certain amount, you can request a certain score every month, or something along those lines. Or maybe there's I don't know. I don't know how to do it. All that I know is that, again, all the shows are free. But anything else you guys can imagine, I would greatly appreciate the input. So either leave it in the comments on this video or on Facebook or on Twitter, and I'll read them, or email me, cinematicsound@yahoo.com. So this was a lot longer than what I thought this would be. But anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll do this again soon. Take care. Happy listening.